I have a bad habit of buying the first volume of manga and then never reading it. But in 2026, I'm going to change that. I'm reading a different first volume of manga in my collection every single day until I have read them all. And today I read Tower Dungeon by Tsutomu Nihei. Tower Dungeon is set in a gorgeous fantasy world. Nihei is often known for his wonderful architectural designs, and that comes through seamlessly here in Tower Dungeon. I am often looking for fantasy series that are pure fantasy and not an isekai, and this is one of them. Yuva is a sturdy young farm boy, and the princess of his area has been captured and held in the Dragon Tower. So now they call on local boys to come and join the Royal Guard and climb up the Dragon Tower. Yuva is obviously the one from his town that is called to defend, so he is now traveling up the Dragon Tower with the Royal Guard, and unfortunately there are a lot of casualties that occur. Yuva, who is quite sturdy, does end up surviving and ends up challenging the dragon. But the Royal Guard end up being called back to town, so now they have to decide between if they want to continue to try to rescue the princess or if they need to rush back to town. Yuva ends up being left with a select few of the Royal Guard to continue up and try to save the princess while the rest return. And that's about the entirety of the plot for this entire first volume. Nihei is an author that really relies on the visual nature of manga. His storytelling occurs across landscapes. There are many pages in this first book that actually have no words at all. And as someone who's into fantasy, but is often bogged down by all of the isekai fantasies that are kind of overwhelming and the tropes that are present there, I didn't feel like many of that was actually present in this work. Yuva is really this likable lug of a character, and I didn't feel like he was too tropey. You're rooting for him, and you're continually wondering what are his intricacies. And the Royal Guards around him are all pretty sweet, honestly. One is like a super sick archer, and one has magic powers as well, and they all kind of balance each other out. It kind of makes for a standard RPG party, but it came together really well here. As a fan of Nihei's other works, I actually am really intrigued by this and really want to grab more. This is definitely a keep. I'm going to be buying more of Tower Dungeon. Tomorrow, I'll be reading Sun no Make sure to come back and see what I think.